Hello, and welcome. Today, we've got a kit to make a Bluetooth speaker. This part has all the fancy pants electronics, so this is going to be something I don't make, but today, we're making this. And this has a whole bunch of lights and a mic. And this part will go in with the rest to light up a bar, like, on the fancy mixers. And, even better, this one has 3 colors. It's got blue, red, and green. So, I think it'll be a pretty cool thing. It's also got, of course, the enclosure, acrylic. It's got 2 speakers, and it's got a remote, which is interesting. It's powered with a USB to barrel jack, so that should be easy to find a little brick for. And yeah, the hardest part is going to be this, because that's the only part that we have to solder together. I've got my resistors laid out here, so we're going to start with those. We're starting with these ones. I've got 510 ohm resistors, and they're going in a couple of the places on here. Alright, let's put them in. This one's R5, 510. This is a 510. Resistors are non-directional, so pop that guy in. Very poorly, I might add. Just like that. Bend the legs so that it doesn't fall out. That's our first resistor. I'm going to grab some snips and verify that these are in the right spot, and then I'll be right back. They're all in the right place, I checked, and now it's just a matter of soldering them on, and I've now got snips. So, let's turn the soldering iron on. Alright, we've got the soldering iron hot. All our resistors are ready. I'm going to solder them up. Those are not perfect, but they are done. It's probably a good idea to snip them now so that I have room to do all my other components, because it is a tight little board here. That's pretty cute. Alright, next we have the 100 ohm resistors, of which we have 4, and they're going at R7, R8, R11, and R12. How do they choose to number these? Some more components to solder on. Now that all of those legs are soldered on, it's time for the snips again, so you know the drill. Some of those are a little rough, like this one right here. The solder moved up the leg, so it's not exactly where it's supposed to be, but it's fine. They all look to be attached, at least. Oh well. It always could be worse. I could have lit my house on fire. So at least we're doing better than that. Okay, next step. More resistors. This time, R2, R4, and R6. These are 5.1 thousand ohm resistors, which seems like a lot of ohms. That's a better way to bend them out. That way I don't accidentally solder one leg to the other. And yes, I know, I'm in North America, so I have to say solder instead of solder. There we go. That's another couple done. Once again, definitely nowhere near the prettiest, but it's getting the job done, I think. Way smarter. Fold them and then put them in. No, stop trying to fold them while putting them in. Ooh. Nice. I'm gonna check those two are the right colors, because I do not actually know resistance colors. You'll be shocked to learn that I did actually put them in the right way. It is actually the right spots for both of them, which I surprised myself even. That completes the resistor step. Next, let's look. We probably want to put in small things, so diodes are probably next, given that they take up very little space. And I can see one there, one there. They're both the exact same, and they both tell me which side they want to go. So you can see, one side has a little black line, and then here, one side's got the line, so you just have to put it in like that. I think. As far as I understand. If I'm doing this entirely wrong, I may light this whole thing on fire, but like, it's not really that big of a deal. Pop that guy in there. It's way smaller than his picture. That's okay. We don't judge. Like, this is totally gonna like stab somebody, but that's fine. Ow! Okay, it's not fine anymore. I just stabbed myself. I was hoping it was gonna stab someone else. So I just had to look it up really quick. So apparently the side with the little, like, different colored part, that's the negative one, which I guess should have been obvious from, like, the big rectangle on it. But that means that this one, which is the 4.7 one, is going in C4 right here. It appears that in the instructions it does say to make both of them folded over, and so I've done that now. I've got the legs folded out, and I'm going to be soldering those ones on. As well, we have this guy, microphone, supposed to go in here. I think I'm going to add him too. Solder them all on at the same time. That fits perfectly. And this guy, we'll switch. Let's get back into it. Okie dokie. How exciting. Now we just have these sockets. As well as a couple other things, but this is really the last hard part, because this is a lot of joints. Now, these little sockets have a little dent in the top of them. And that dent matches up with the dent on the circuit board. So I have to make sure I put in all of these correctly. Dent towards the top, dent towards the top, dent towards the top. Alright, that one doesn't want to go in. It's funny because it has so many little legs, and if any one of them is in the wrong spot, it won't go in. And dent is on the top. Same thing. Okay, and then last little guy over in the corner. Right there. Okay, well, our little switch came out, our little connector came out, so we'll do him last. Separate from all the IC connections. It does look like they're all solidly connected now, though. So last one to do is this little guy here. All connected up. I'm gonna pop my little guys in. Same thing, they also have a little dent in the top to show which way they're supposed to go. Yeah, they really do not want to go in there. Oh well, if I was sentenced to a life of eternal servitude, I probably wouldn't want to start it either. Okay, now, the last step is the LEDs. And I'm going to have to double check which order the LED goes in. So, I'm going to do that really quick. After a short look at the instructions, I found out that it goes pink in the middle, blue just outside, and then green outside of that. So, we can totally do that. As well, you need to bend them at the little marks. So, we're also going to do that. But, unfortunately, I seem to have made a minor mistake. I have put the potentiometer on the wrong side. Me being me, I assumed that everything would go on the same side, but apparently not. Apparently some things were just supposed to go on the other side, and I didn't clue into that. So, we're going to have to pop this out, and then try and solder that potentiometer on. Which gives me an excuse to try my desoldering wick, which I've never used before, but I'm sure can't be that hard. So, I think I can just live with it being on the wrong side. Ah well. Anyways, let's do this little thing. So it says, bend them. This is kind of, I think, what we're aiming for. I don't know how I'm going to make sure that these are in, like, the right spots, but I guess we can check it with the template. Let's put all the LEDs in, and then see if we can, like, line it up. Socket. Oh, that one was a really bad bend. And LEDs, and... okay, this one sucked. I got too distracted yapping. Can I get all of them in at the same time? Oh? Oh? I do appear. Ooh, okay. Now I just have to, like, solder them in there. This is one of those situations where those, like, helping hands would be really handy. I am going to figure this out, and then I will get back to you. So, I didn't really find a solution, but I figure that if I just kind of get them close enough, I can wiggle them in, you know, bend them in, but so... I think I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna spin this around for best access. So yeah, we're just gonna go for it. That. Let's see. Can I now make it... oh! I can wiggle them all into place. It's exactly what I wanted. Perfect. Now let's get rid of these. You know the drill. Bend. Hit that like button and subscribe. This is complicated. So essentially I forgot I was making a YouTube video because I was so fed up with the instructions for this thing, which kind of looks like a bomb now, but like, we're gonna ignore that. I just essentially need to plug some stuff in and attach this last board on, and we're good to fire it up. Oh wait, I'll give you guys the peel, because I've deprived you of all of the other acrylic peels, so. Look at that. I'm sorry about that, guys. Really my fault. You know, if I was designing a product, this is not the #1 way that I would choose to make people install screws. This is like the worst way that somebody could make me install screws. Because these are not captive whatsoever, and they suck. Big chunky switch, and here's the big reveal. That's what the front of this thing looks like. Alright, now to get the power cable, and we're gonna see if this thing turns on. Alright, are we ready? You think it's gonna turn on? Ooh. It is actually better than I thought it was. So, that's really a showcase of what technology can do. I'm gonna have to figure out those lights though. Imagine it's that stupid potentiometer that I installed backwards and upside down. So that's all. Hope you had fun. I know I did. So, if you enjoyed this one and you want more, like and subscribe. I'll know you want more of this, and I'll make an effort to try and make better quality ones than this one. So have a great day, have a great week, have a great life if you never watch any of my videos ever again, and goodbye.